YouTube, today we're making spaghetti with hamburger meat. These are our ingredients. The first ingredient, or one of the ingredients, is hamburger meat. It's going to be 80-20, 80% lean, 20% fat. And also on this recipe, use the Ragu spaghetti sauce, and make sure you only use one 16-ounce spaghetti packet. Also, you're going to use baby bella mushrooms. These are really good. Or you could also use just regular white mushrooms. Black pepper, garlic, and that's it. Let's get started. So I forgot to tell you guys that you're going to use a pound of the 80-20 hamburger meat and also a 16-ounce pack of mushrooms. Alright, also I forgot to mention to you guys that you're going to slice the mushrooms. Just slice them. I believe that's what it's called, but that's how they're going to look after you slice them. Pause. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is saute the mushrooms. Put in about a tablespoon of oil. It's already hot, so just go ahead and throw in the mushroom. This is actually 2 pounds. If you want, you could do 2 pounds of mushrooms, but we usually do 1 pound. We just have some extra mushrooms that might go bad, so we just threw those in there. Okay, we're back. So I forgot to tell you guys, the mushrooms they're going to be on high heat when you cook them, and you're also going to cook them for about 4 minutes. Then you're going to grab your mushrooms and you're going to strain them. This is all for the sauce. See all that juice? It's all coming out the strainer. Just let them sit. Now we're going to do the hamburger meat. That's going to be in the sauce. So for your hamburger meat, same thing, you're going to leave it on high. I usually put a little bit of oil for the hamburger meat I have, because it's 93% lean. It's healthier, but the ones that you guys are going to use, the 80% lean, 20% fat, you're not going to have to use oil with that. So for mine, I am. So alright, so yeah, so like I said, you're gonna do it, you're gonna have your stove on high heat. You're gonna have your stove on high heat, and you're gonna just brown your meat. Make sure that the hamburger meat, when you're cooking it, is brown through and through. All the meat. Don't let there be no red in it. Maybe a little red's fine. And also we're gonna add, let's see, hold on. We're gonna add a little bit of garlic salt, or garlic powder. Don't use garlic salt, because the spaghetti already has probably about I'll say like 2 teaspoons. And then the same for the pepper, about 2 teaspoons of pepper. You're not going to use salt because you don't want your spaghetti all salty. The sauce already has salt in it. So yeah, about 2 teaspoons of each of pepper and garlic. I'm going to mix that together. Make sure it gets into the hamburger meat. And you're gonna do your mushrooms and your hamburger meat first, so you could set them aside for the sauce. So that way while you're cooking when you start boiling the noodles, you could already have this ready, so you could just go ahead and start the sauce and not be doing this at the same time while you're doing the boiling. So yeah, you're just gonna let it sit, keep on mixing it, and be right back. Okay, so after, while doing the hamburger meat, you're gonna make sure that it's not cooked like totally all the way through. It's gonna have maybe a little bit of red in it. Go ahead. But yeah. So the hamburger meat's done. I'm gonna throw those mushrooms that we cooked earlier inside the hamburger meat. Sauce. So we're gonna have another, what's the point? So we're gonna have another burner on simultaneously at the same time. So that way when this sauce is done, this hamburger meat is done and the sauce goes in, we could switch this to the other burner and start boiling the water. So here we go, we're gonna throw the sauce in. You're gonna throw in your sauce and make sure that it's the Ragu. Super chunky mushroom, it's bomb. That's the only one that me and my wife use. So right now we're gonna switch it so we could get started on boiling the noodles. Not egg noodles, spaghetti noodles. Yeah. See that? You're gonna mix it up thoroughly. Mix up the mushrooms, the hamburger meat, and the sauce. See that? Look at that. You know you want it. Okay, so this is done. It's mixed up. Go ahead and cover your sauce. Switch it to the other side, and put it on simmer on low because we still have to boil the water for the spaghetti. So that's gonna be easy. You're just gonna fill up your water in a pan to about 3/4 of the pot. Give me a second. So for the water, we're gonna fill it up, like I said, 3/4 of the way. So yeah, we're gonna fill it up. You see, almost to the top, 3/4 of the way. And you're gonna still have your burner on high heat, and you're gonna basically let that boil, let that get to a rolling boil. And at the same time, you're gonna be heating up your spaghetti sauce. Oh, whoa. And for that, just heat it up probably about a medium heat for about 5 minutes. And then you could go ahead and just turn it off and wait for the noodles to be done. Alright, the timer just went out for 5 minutes on medium heat. So what I'm going to do after this, or what you guys are going to do after this, is just mix it together again. And then just cover it and let it sit. And turn off the burner and wait. And I got the 16-ounce pack of spaghetti. So now the water's at a rolling boil. I got the 16-ounce pack of spaghetti noodles, and right here it says to boil them for 10 to 11 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and do it 2 minutes less than what the lowest time says, which is 9 minutes. So go ahead and put your spaghetti inside the boiling water. And you're gonna push those noodles down and make sure they're in the water because you want them all cooked. You don't want some noodles hard and some noodles soft. So you just push those noodles down and let them boil. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys to put a little bit of oil, probably about a teaspoon of oil inside your spaghetti while it's boiling. What it's going to help do is help your spaghetti noodles not stick together. And you're going to actually mix that oil in there. And about halfway through, you're going to be mixing your noodles again. Halfway. So we're 7 minutes into the boiling, or no, not 7, about 3 minutes into the boiling of the noodles. You're going to go ahead and turn back on the spaghetti sauce. Is this one? Like that. You're going to put the spaghetti sauce, just go ahead and put it on, just put it on high so you could get high really fast. Once it gets high, I'll turn it down to probably medium once the heat is actually, once your burner gets hot. And then you'll heat that up on medium until your noodles are done. Once your noodles are done, you're gonna turn off the sauce, the burner on the sauce, and then we'll go to the next step. This is also a trick that we learned. Well, I actually learned it from my wife. You just put a wooden spoon handle on top of the boiling water, and that should help a little. And once it's going to spill over a little bit onto your oven because it's on high heat, just go ahead and grab a sponge or like a rag or something and just clean off your oven. You don't want your oven all full of water. Okay, so after it's done boiling, you're going to turn your timer off for 9 minutes or whatever your time is on the spaghetti, and then you're going to also turn off the burner for the spaghetti sauce. Take that off the burner, throw your spaghetti inside a strainer, let it strain real quick, and let it strain. Go ahead and give it a couple little, whatever this is called, I don't know. Let it strain real quick. And throw in some of your spaghetti sauce into the pot. Just throw it on. Turn off your burner and grab those noodles, and put the spaghetti sauce in there. And we're done. You just go ahead and mix those noodles together with the sauce. Be right back to get the plate ready. Alright YouTube, it's done. Let's plate it up. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese to it. I forgot to tell you guys that too. Get some Parmesan cheese if you like Parmesan. Some Parmesan cheese on it, and that's it. It's the finished product. You guys have a good day or a good night. Like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate that.